Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and today we're going to do Rachel's challenge for this week. And it is collaging book pages and then cutting them into tall, skinny tags. So I have got, now she did her collaging with just plain papers, no design papers or anything like that. So I have just pulled out a bunch of scraps. And I don't think I'm going to use the green, so I'm going to put that over there. I don't think I'm going to use the purple. So I'm just going to pull some of these greens and purples out, which I could use them, and I might if I have to, but we'll see. I wanted to kind of keep it all neutral like she did, but we'll see what we do. You know me, I go rogue. Sometimes I go rogue and I mess up, but we'll see. All right, I am going to... my iPhone has decided to die on me, so I'm going to get my phone here and try to do a timer. And I think, let's see, what was it, 40 minutes? Is that what she gives herself? I think so. 40 minutes. There we go. So we'll hit start. 40 minutes. All right, now I am not as good at collaging as she is. I have to tell you, have to warn you about that. I tend to struggle sometimes when it comes to collaging. I either don't get enough glue on something, or it's just my thing. Okay, I'm gonna pull that other. This is not a real old book, but it's a good sturdy page, and that's kind of what I wanted when I did this, because I wanted something that was going to be strong, since these are going to be tags. Now, to collage, basically, you're just putting papers down one way and then the other. That's my theme of it anyway. It's my definition. That's what I do. Let's see. See if I got something else here that will go. I thought I would use some of this part. That would be okay, and we can use those flowers elsewhere. Now, I am not going to try to do as many as Rachel, because my goodness, she did a ton, and I don't think I can get that many done. But I'll do as many as I can. And I could have used my trimmer to tear that, and of course I didn't. So let's use it to straighten it up just a little bit. There we go. So I think I'll just tear a little bit of this off and use part of it here, and I got glue on the back of my ruler, so that's good. We'll use a piece of it here. Now, I'm just going to go off the page, and whatever, I can always trim later. We're going to trim these down anyway. So I'll just put them down. All right, and then I have a piece of this, and this is a handmade paper. Thought we might use a little piece of that on here. It's very pretty. I love the feel of it. And I can't remember who sent me this. Someone made this and sent it to me. Don't remember who it was. Let's see. Let's try it right here. I don't want a straight edge on that, though. I don't like to have straight edges in the middle. I like to have torn edges if you're going to put your collaging together. To me, it just looks better, but now I do think I'm going to use a piece of this. Now that is straight edge, so let's see if we can tear it just a little bit. So what is everybody doing today on this Saturday? I have been trying to get things caught up on my desk. My desk are wrecks, as I told you yesterday in the video. My daughter even said, "Mom, your desk is a mess." Look at that, I got two. So I'm trying to clean up desk and get some paperwork caught up that I have to do for the end of the month, and All of that kind of good stuff. That's the things that I don't like to do. It's the things that I'm an accountant, so accounting is not a big deal to me, but I just don't like to take the time to do that, especially when I want to be crafting. Let me grab this little tool right here. This will press that down really well, smooth out that glue. And that's just a Cricut tool there. But yeah, I'd rather be crafting as working on paperwork, but it's one of those things that has to be done, and I can't afford to hire it out. And I feel bad hiring it out when I know what to do, you know. So I just usually do it myself. Let's put this one down here. Now I probably should get my big mat because I'm going to have glue everywhere. Now this little piece right here is one of our non-stick craft mats. And what it is just it's like a silicone type mat, but I glue on it, and then you can just wipe that glue right up and then start over again or keep going. So when it gets kind of gluey, I start all over. I clean it up and then go again. Now, this is just a piece of one. I've had this one for probably 15 years, and it's just a piece that I had off of a big mat that I accidentally cut. So I just went ahead and kept the small pieces, and I used them for my gluing. I'd rather do this as use book pages because I like to keep my book pages for my journals and things. Now you can use a credit card to do this. This is laying on my desk, so I thought, why not? You know, that's an Edith Holden page, but it's kind of plain. It doesn't have a lot of anything on there, so I think we'll use it. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing good. I had fun last night just watching different videos. I had the TV on just for the sound, but I was just watching videos. And I got to see some new people that I haven't seen before that are starting to do videos, and that's exciting. And then I saw some old-time friends that have started back doing videos that, wasn't doing any for a while. So I just watch different videos and different people. And then Betty and I talked for a while. We usually do. We talk almost every night. Not every night, but a lot of nights we do. Because her husband works at night. And, then my husband's passed away, so I'm alone. And so we keep each other company. We talk and craft and do different things together, and we have fun. Let's see. I need a little piece here and here. I'm just trying to see what I want to put there. I don't think I want to put that real dark one. Let's grab a piece of... Well, here's one that would go there, I think. Yeah, that one would go there. Let's just put that there. So we made plans to do a little video for each other tonight. Well, it's not a video. She's going to teach me some things. So we're going to do like a live chat where we're on together and have some fun. That keeps me company. I like doing that kind of thing. And she enjoys teaching me, which, well, I don't know if she enjoys teaching me or not, because I don't learn so fast. But she's a good friend. Okay. Now, that might look like a mess to you, but that's a little collaged page. So I'm going to lay that one aside and grab one more. I think just two. I probably won't even be able to get two completed, but we're going to see. We're going to do this one. And then Bethany and Erin are going to be spending the night with me tonight because it's Melina and Brandon's anniversary, and they're going to be gone off on a little short trip, just an overnight trip. So the kids are spending the night over here. So that's about the extent of what's going on around my house. Now I'm getting nice and gluey. Yeah, that's glued good. We can use this back piece of this. This is a good way to use up those little scraps, solid scraps too. Now on this one I do have a straight edge on the bottom, but what I'll do is put one that doesn't have a straight edge kind of over it. Let's see. We might bring in a little of this yellow on here. I don't mind. I don't mind that. See which way I want to go with it. I'm going to tear it a little bit. Whoa, see my ruler's got glue on it. I'll have to clean everything up when I finish, because I put my ruler down on this mat. Let's see. Let's go this way with it. Maybe. Now you can use small pieces or large pieces. It doesn't matter. I don't like to use real little ones because it takes me forever when I do that. Just need to make sure that you get all of the little places glued, because if you don't, when you start cutting this apart, you're going to have problems. And I usually do have a few problems and I have to go back and glue again. Let's see. I'm just going to wrap that around since that's kind of big there. Just a little bit of light blue, but I don't think I want to put it that way. Let's see. I may just put it right across there, but I want to tear the edge. Oops. That one tore all up. Okay, maybe we don't want to use that one. Let's put that over there. That one decided to fall apart on me. Here's a piece of old book page right here. Let's put that across there. Now I'll tell you, if I had to use glue stick all the time for every craft, I would not do a lot of crafting. That's just because I cannot stand my fingers all gluey. That's one of my little pet peeves. But I know a lot of people that, you know, that's just what they use. They use glue stick constantly. I just can't use it on everything. I don't mind using it on something like this because it's hard to use your regular glue on this, because you've got so many different variations of paper thickness. But if I had to use it on every project, there would not be a lot of projects done by me. I mean, I love the glue stick that I use because it sticks very well, but I just don't like the messy fingers. I'm pretty stickler when it comes to having my hands clean. My husband was, he could not stand to see anybody that had nasty fingernails or, you know, dirty hands, anything like that. He was so particular about his fingernails and his hands. And I guess he just kind of instilled that in me over the years, because I'm kind of the same way now. Let's see. Let's put that little piece up there. Turn a little mat around, so I don't have to clean it yet. I'll clean it when I finish. I'll just take it to my sink, run some hot soap water over it, and it's clean. Alright, then we need a few more little pieces, and this will be finished. Alright, I got that old piece of book page that can go there. Yeah, I think I've told you guys about that before, about that being one of his pet peeves. If the grandkids come over and they had dirty hands, dirty fingernails, he'd say, "Come here, let me cut those fingernails and clean them up." And the grandkids hated it because they'd be like, "Ball." But he'd grab them and he'd clean those nails up and get soap and water and clean their hands. And I mean, he's a mess when it comes to that kind of thing. Let's see. I don't want to put that there because we got some white going there. Just trying to find a variation of a color to put in here. And I think that'll work right there. And every now and then when Brooklyn comes over, if her hands are, you know, dirty where she's been playing with something or whatever, I'll say, "Come here, Brooklyn, let me clean those nasty hands up." She'll say, "Nanny, don't be like Papa." I just do it for aggravation. But she's big enough to clean her own hands now. I don't want that to run the same way as all three of these, so I think I'm going to take it, a little piece of it like that. I talk and I forget which way I'm running something, and I end up running some things the same way, and that's not good. So I'm going to put it there like that. Just keep in mind though, when you cut this, it's going to be completely different. It's going to look different than what it does now. I might even put that little piece down there. It's just a little scrap laying on my desk. It's not exactly white, but all right, then let's run a little piece down through here. Brooklyn was over here yesterday helping us with orders. I'm going to tear that right there on the end. She was putting labels on. So when you get your package, the label that's on there, Miss Brooklyn put it on for you. But she was down in the floor and she was putting those labels on, and she said, "Oh my goodness." And I said, "What is it, baby?" She said, "I'm so tired." She said, "This is like 1,000,000 labels." And I said, "Well, no, it's not. It would be nice if it was 1,000,000, but it's not 1,000,000. She said, "Nanny, this is like a ton of orders." I said, "That's because our customers love us and they order from us." She said, "Man, this is a bunch. I think I'm putting on 1,000,000 at one time." She was tired and complaining. I said, "Well, the thing of it is, when you get your money, it's going to be nice, right?" She said, "Oh yeah, when I get my money, it'll be nice." Then she said, "How much money am I going to get?" I said, "Well, you'll have to wait and see." She said, "You always do that." She said, "Why can't you just tell me up front how much money I'm going to get?" I said, "Because it all depends on how hard you work." I said, "I don't just give you money, just a certain amount, and you not turn out that much work." I said, "You get paid by how hard you work." She said, I don't think that's a good rule. I said, well, baby, I'm sorry. That's the rule that we got. Okay, that's 2, and I think that will be plenty for me to get started with. I'm going to put that over there, and that can be taken and cleaned up in a little bit. And move these out of the way. Get my gluey fingers cleaned up just a little. Now, this one is the wettest, so I'm going to start with this one, I think. No, that one's the wettest. I'll start with this one. So I'm going to cut them, and I don't know how wide Rachel cut hers, but I'm just going to cut. Let's see. Do I want to go ahead and cover the back first? No, I think I'll cover the back after I cut them. So I think I'll cut them at 2.5. There's one. And you can cut either way that you want. And then we'll have one that's kind of really skinny, like that. So there are those. Let's see. I might be able to go ahead and cut this one. If they need trimming, I'll trim the edges off when I finish. And then let's just kind of split this one in half. It's going to be about 2.25, and that'll get both of them close to the same size. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8. And now she started decorating. And I kind of like that rough edge, but not quite that much, because when I put it down in my pocket, I don't want it sticking out. I mean, I don't want it catching on things. So we're just going to smooth that out just a little bit. All right, now what she did is on here, she did some stamping. So I just drug out a bunch of different stamps, and we'll just get going, see what happens. This is the Fairy Hugs Clear Stamp. I do think we still have these in stock, I believe. And we do still have some of these in stock. And it is the Fairy Hugs Clear Stamp. If I can remember, I'll link it below. And if I cannot remember, then you can just go to the website, and on the search, you can just search it. So I'm going to put this on my big block. And I am going to use, I think, some coffee. I'm hoping that this is still juicy. Looks like it might be. If it's a little sketchy, I don't mind. Let's see. I need to put a page behind it. That is good enough right there. I didn't want it really dark stamp, so that's okay. But my coffee stamp does need re-inking. Definitely. Right. And then she stamped like a flower or something up through there. So I'm going to grab the Tim Holtz flower. These are Wildflowers by Tim Holtz. There's also a die that you can get to go with this. So we're going to put that down. And then, what color do I want to... I don't know. I think I want to try this smoky gray, and this is a Versafine. I only have it in this little teeny color here. Now you could use your Tim Holtz inks. I just happen to have these laying around, so I grabbed them. And then I'm going to put it kind of to one side. I don't want to center it. Here we go. Ooh, I like that. It's just like a silhouette of it. Okay, and then she just kind of decorated from there, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and round the corners. I'm not going to cut it into a tag shape. I'm just going to round the corners. And I'll probably do some inking, and then I probably will stitch around these. That will just help ensure that all of my little edges are sewn down. So let's go ahead and ink it, and I'm inking with Vintage Photo. I like to forget what I was inking with. And I need to re-ink all of my inks, I think. This one I've left open so many times accidentally that it needs some re-inking. Okay, that, and then let's grab a label. First I want to put a piece of washi, I think, down here. And I'm just going to use a little piece of our, I love this. When I run out of this washi, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's like a little clear washi that's just got some script on it. And I just love it. Okay, I'm going to put it there. And I'm just going to tear that off a little bit. See what that, it just gives it that little added extra. And this little extra piece here, I think I'll just put it over here somewhere. Like that. There we go. Then, let's see. Let's grab some type of label. And I've got a bunch of labels just laying here on my desk. So I think I'm just going to grab one of those. I have everything laying on my desk right now, believe it or not. Even though I did clean it up this morning some. But now when I start stamping, I have everything pulled out. And don't be afraid to stamp. I know a lot of people, oh, I can't stamp, I can't make it work right. Just get you an old book or something and practice. Practice, practice. Makes perfect. You can do it. I used to not be able to stamp without making a mess. And Melina was a fantastic stamper, which she still is. And one time I said, Melina, what am I doing wrong? And she said, Mother, you're just trying to sit on the stamp. You're pressing it too hard. She said, just press it down just a little bit. You don't have to, she said, do chest compressions on it. And I thought, well, I thought it had to be pressed down really hard. She said, no, no, no. Just press it down a little bit and it'll be fine. So I started doing that and it worked. It was like a light bulb went off. Okay, what are we going to... She did some little torn pieces that she put at the top. So I think I'll just tear a little tiny piece of this green. And this is an... no, this is not avocado dyed. I can't remember. This is just a green ink, I think, that I used on this. But yeah, if your ink pad is inked up well, and if your stamp is seasoned right, or you know, if it's a brand new stamp, make sure you season it a little bit on your arms and hands, then you shouldn't have any trouble inking. Okay, there's that one. And we'll put a little hole in these later, but right now we're just going to go through and make them because I'm probably not going to get very many done. All right, this one, I want to stamp in the background just a little bit. And I thought I would use, this is another one of Tim Holtz. It's called Ticket Booth. And it just has all types of tickets. So I think I'll stamp in the background with that. And let's see, what am I going to use? What color? I have this Spanish moss. Let's just try it. See what it looks like. It's a green, so I don't know, but we'll see. Now I'm going to stamp off. I don't want it all over the stamp. Just want it in some different areas. Lighter, darker. Like that. Just some odd stamping. I'm like Rachel. I don't use my stamps enough. I should use them a lot more, and I don't. I have stamps, and I have sold you guys a lot of my stamps because I end up not using them as much as I need to, and I hate for them to sit here and not be used. So I'm hoping that everyone who grabbed them used them. So I think we'll put this one on here. I like that stamp. And I think I'm going to use my black. I think I will use my black on this one. I'm going to make it, I don't want to make it too dark, so I may stamp off and then stamp it. So let's grab a book page here. I'm going to do a second generation stamping, so I'm going to stamp there, and then we'll stamp here. And just sit it there for a little bit and give it time for the ink to transfer over to your piece. See, I like that. If you have a little bitty skip place like that, don't worry about it. Grab a little black pen. That works. This one may not work. I think this one, no, it was working a little bit. And just color that in, and now it's fine. You don't want it perfect anyway, because in real life, these things are not perfect, are they? I think I just stuck my arm in the ink. You see all kinds of stuff here, don't you? Stick my arm in the ink. I glue things to my table. Oh, me. We have lots of fun, though, don't we? Okay, what are we going to put at the top there? You know, some stamps are fun to put. These are just some stamps that I got a long time ago. And they're the stamps that are kind of stuck to a page. I don't even know where they come from, but I think I'll put that there. See, they're like that. They were all stuck to a sheet. Don't know where they come from, but that'll work right there. Got it a little crooked, but who cares, right? And again, I'm going to use a piece of washi. I like to cover that stem up at the bottom. I don't really know why, other than, let me try to get my light on the scene here. Since I've got that white background, my light is kind of dimming on me. There, now I can stop that light from dimming. I've got my little mat here. And this one is very old too. I'm telling you, these mats last forever unless you cut them like I do. Now, if you cut them, they don't last forever. Okay, I think that's going to be good for that one. So we'll lay that one aside. I have no idea where I laid my other one. There we go. Then we'll do this one. And what stamp? Let's do this stamp. This is the Tim Holtz. Let me look. Can't see it right now. This is the Botanic Collage, I guess you say. I don't know. Botanic. So, and this has got the flower and the wording on there at the same time, so that might be interesting. Now, what are we going to stamp it in? I don't know if this green, if this library green is going to be juicy enough. Yeah, maybe it looks like it is. I don't want it real dark anyway, so. Okay, my timer has already gone off, you see? I'm pretty slow at this. Now this one I am going to press a little bit because my ink wasn't that juicy. Oh, I love that. I love that one. I like the ink not being so juicy. I got all these inks out and I'm just sticking my arm in all of them. I got an inky arm. Okay, let's go ahead and round the corners. I'm going to go ahead and finish these. If you don't want to watch all of them, if you just want to catch the end, you can just scroll right on to the end. But you know I like to have things finished before I put them in my journal. Let's see, I didn't even put a label or anything on that one, did I? Let's go ahead and grab a Tina number and put on there. These are Tina from Shappy Dappy Doodah. And I'm just going to put it right there. Like that. I like that. Okay, then this one, let's put a label on here. And I'm going to use this label that has this number. And these are the Katie labels, I do believe. The freebies that she puts on. Katie is one of our design team. She is one of our designers. She does designing for us. And for freebies, she doesn't have a website. She doesn't want a website. She's retired and she's just happy doing what she's doing. All right. Let's just put that right down at the bottom, like that. And then we need just a little something to put over the top there. What about a piece of that? Nope, that won't show as well. I'm going to grab a little piece of this. This is some handmade paper that I bought off of Amazon a while ago. Now, I haven't covered the backs, but that's fine. I can cover the back even over that. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not too stickler when it comes to that. I will cover them. I just may not cover them right this minute. All right, we have another. Let's see what we want to stamp on it. Let's just do this stamp again. And then I'm going to use the smoky gray on here. And I don't want it, I want it sketchy, so I'm just kind of tapping it around. There you go. Sketchy enough for me. And then let's just go ahead and on this side, let's put this little wildflower. And what color? Let's try I don't know if this is still juicy or not either, truthfully. Oh yeah, it's juicy. Some of my archival inks I have not inked in a while. And I need to take some time and re-ink all of them. Okay. Now I'm probably not going to do a great job on that because, oh yeah, that's fine. I like that. I think I'm going to stamp it again though. I'm going to put another on there. I didn't take that stamp off the back is what I was going to say. That I may not do a great job because I can't really see through it because I hadn't taken the stamp off the back. But it's fine. Let's just do that. Okay. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. It's just a hint of a flower. Now, if you don't have stamps, you can put regular flowers on there. Just decorate it like you want to. These will just be some nice tall tags. Oops, I need to glue again right there. And I get ink all over me when I stamp. It's just the way I am. But it washes off. I'm going to even that up just a little bit at the bottom because I did go over. Now since we got some red going here, let's put a little piece of this washi across the bottom. And I'm just going to tear it. I like that torn look. And I don't want it to go from edge to edge. I just want it to go just a little ways across the bottom like that. And then we might even put this piece just up the side. Like that. And then when we stitch over it, we'll catch that with our sewing machine. Okay. Now let's do a label. And I've got a red number here. Now I'm leaving all these little giblets, as I call them, laying all over my desk because I'll clean those up later. I can't clean up while I'm crafting. Some people do, but I don't like to. I like to make a mess. Let's see, do I want it up here, down here? I think I want it right there. Yeah. Well, let's see if I can get it straight. There we go. Okay. And then we could go ahead and put a label down here at the bottom if you want. You could put that little label at the bottom down there. And there you are. There's another one. Oh, we didn't put the little thing at the top. I don't know if I'll, let's see. Maybe a little piece of Edith Holden here. Yeah, I like that. There we go. I think we'll do one more, and then I've got some narrow ones, and I'll leave those for later. I'll do those off camera. I'll go ahead and do this one more here, and I'm just trimming the little pieces off that I didn't trim before. Let's do this stamp right here. I think that'll be pretty. So we'll go ahead and take these off. I'll clean my stamps up when I finish everything. Okay, and I think we shall, let's see what color. Let's do Spanish moss. I like that color. And I'm leaving it a little sketchy. And I'm going to turn my stamp this way. It's easier for me to stamp when I have it at an angle. Sideways. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and round the corners. Now some of your inks take a little while to dry. Some of the archival inks do. But, you know, if they do, just stamp them all and lay them aside, and then you can come back and finish everything up. I think I may just want a little number up there at the top. Oh, I like that. I like that one. Now I want a little dark piece of something to put up here at the top. So let's see what we have. Oh, you know what? We could use a piece of this. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now we can go ahead and punch holes in these. I'm going to use my ribbon punch and do my holes. That way I can put my seam binding in there if I want to. Ooh, I think that's going to take out my word, but that's all right. No, it didn't. went right under it. I'll link this below. I usually have it linked down there, but I have a lot of people who asked me where I got it, and I'll link it below. I love this. If you want to put lace or ribbon or thick seam binding, anything in here, you can with that little hole like that. All right, guys, I think that is it. I am going to go ahead and finish my other 3 that I've got done. I got 3 more, 2 little narrow ones and 1 regular size. I'm going to go ahead and finish those, and I'll try to add those in the pictures. And we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Rachel's channel. I'll have it linked below. Check her channel out and watch her videos. Let her know that I sent you over there. Don't forget to subscribe to her channel as well. And we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.